Bitcoin is trying to fool everyone here, thinking it's going to run into big resistance on the daily time frame. Everyone thinks we're going to see a big rejection from this level, but I believe we're going to see a different move for Bitcoin. In this video I will tell you everything what I think what is going to happen for Bitcoin in the coming day, so you don't want to miss this. I will also talk at two altcoins, XRP and Thorchain RUNE, but about that later in the video. There's a lot of interesting data I want to show you, and there's also a lot of interesting data for the Bitcoin and the Ethereum ETFs coming into the market. Yesterday we also had a lot of interesting news, so I will discuss it all in this video. So watch this video all the way to the end, like the video, and let's dive right into the charts. Yesterday I talked about this 1 hour rising wedge for Bitcoin, and that we are seeing a big rejection from this topside resistance, because we are seeing a lot of touch points as resistance on the top side, and on the lower side we can see a lot of touch points as support. And in this morning we saw a nice bounce from the support again, so we are seeing a little bit more strength coming into the market. So let's see if Bitcoin can come back to this topside resistance later today, and that we're going to create a new higher high on the 1 hour chart, and that of course will be very bullish for Bitcoin. But potentially we could also see a breakdown from this huge rising channel formation and a retest of the previous support to turn it into resistance, and then we have to aim for lower targets. But the price is now grinding upwards, so we're still in this uptrend on the 1 hour time frame. So let's see if Bitcoin can create more bullish price action in the coming day. And yesterday was another very interesting day for the Bitcoin ETFs, because we saw a huge inflow again, and we saw $106 million of inflow yesterday. And look how much BlackRock bought yesterday. We saw almost 185 million inflows into the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. But unfortunately, Fidelity and ARK Bitcoin ETF were selling, so this was a little bit ruining the party. But nevertheless, we saw a huge inflow, and now we are seeing a lot of green numbers again. So this is looking very bullish, and we're now seeing that spike to the top side, and we're almost at a new all-time high for the total cumulative inflow of the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And the Ethereum ETFs also saw a bullish day yesterday again. Earlier we saw a $62.5 million of inflow, and yesterday we saw $43.2 million of inflow. So this is looking very bullish. And the Ethereum ETF is now starting to pump a little bit. So let's see if we can continue this bullish streak for the Ethereum ETFs in the coming days. And as I was saying in my intro, I think that Bitcoin is trying to fool us all, because a lot of people are thinking that we are going to see a rejection from this level. And of course this level is a big resistance level for Bitcoin, but I believe we will eventually break through this level and see more exponential moves to the top side. So if Bitcoin is going to gain this level on the daily time frame and create a higher high, a higher low, you want to be buying at this bullish retest, and then you can aim for higher targets. And if we're going to see a higher low and a higher high, then we can indicate a huge trend reversal for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. So this will be the very first level to gain for Bitcoin, and then there's also a lot of other very interesting resistance level coming into play later that we also have to gain. So for now we are trading below this level, so let's see if Bitcoin can push through this level and see some exponential moves to the top side. And this chart with horizontal levels that act as support and resistance is also very interesting to look at, because this huge resistance line is coming into play, and we see a lot of interaction points in the past as resistance and support. And currently we are now running into resistance, so this is the make or break point for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. So let's see if we can see a breakout to the top side, a gain of this level, and then a retest of the resistance to turn it into support. But of course we could also potentially see a rejection from this level, and if we're going to get rejected, we will see levels around the $60,500 again. But if we're going to see a bullish break, I believe we will pump to the $68,000. So let's see what will happen in the coming day for Bitcoin. And let me know in the comments what you think. Are we going to see a bullish gain of this level, or are we going to see a big rejection? And yesterday we had a lot of bullish news coming into the market. PayPal enables US businesses to buy, sell and hold cryptocurrency. And of course everyone knows PayPal, and they have a lot of customers. And the fact that they are now introducing cryptocurrency to their customers is very big. So this is also very bullish news, of course. And also Visa is going to help banks to test tokenized assets and smart contracts. So they also have a lot of customers. So this is also very bullish, and a lot of people around the world are now introduced to Bitcoin and crypto in general. So this is having a very bullish effect on the markets, because more and more people are getting involved into crypto. And last week Bitcoin broke out of this huge falling wedge formation with multiple touch points on the top side as resistance, and also a lot of touch points on the lower side as support. from this lower side support bounce, I was buying like crazy, and I've been warning you that you should enter the market here on this lower side support. And from this lower side bullish retest, we are now already up for more than 20%, so this is insane of course. And congratulations if you took this trade together with me. But for now, we could also potentially see a little bit of a rejection from this huge horizontal level of course, which I was talking about earlier, and that we're going to see a retest of this previous resistance line to turn it into support. And from there you can potentially make a beautiful long trade for Bitcoin to the top side, because the top side of this falling wedge formation is the breakout target, and that will be around the $69,000. So we could potentially see a big retracement from Bitcoin back to this huge resistance area to turn it into support. But of course we could also potentially just pump further back up, because the trend is a little bit up now, and let's see if Bitcoin can continue the bullish uptrend. And a lot of interesting data is showing for Bitcoin, because Q4 is mostly the most bullish quarter of the year. We can see a lot of bullish returns in this last pass of the year. And every time September was closing in the green, we saw a bullish Q4. And we saw 3 consecutive months of positive price action. We saw that in 2015, we saw a green September, and after that we saw 3 consecutive bullish months. And that was also the case in 2016. And it is also the case in 2023. So let's see if it can repeat in 2024. But of course we have to close September in green. And this is having a very bullish effect on the price of Bitcoin of course. So let's see if Bitcoin can pump to new highs later this year. And the first interesting altcoin I want to have a look at is Ripple XRP. We can see XRP is in this consolidation formation with multiple touch points on the top side as resistance, and also on the lower side we can see a lot of touch points as support. And this price of XRP is getting squeezed into this apex, and we are going to see a big breakout later, maybe in the coming weeks. And we want to see that bullish breakout to the top side of course. And if we're going to see a breakout, we have to wait for a daily candle close above this formation to confirm the breakout. And on this retest you can possibly enter the market in the long for XRP and then aim for higher targets. But of course this is the bullish scenario, and the bearish scenario is that we're going to see a break of this huge support area, retest this support as resistance, and then we can come further back down for lower prices. And then at the lower side of this formation will be confluent with the breakout target, and that will bring us back to the 40 cents. But of course we want to see the bullish scenario play out for XRP. And if we then have a look at the weekly time frame for XRP, we can see this huge consolidation formation, and I think this is the biggest consolidation formation in crypto ever. And we're already inside of this formation for 146 weeks, so this is very insane. And we're now almost for 3 years inside of this consolidation, so that's insane. And this apex is coming closer and closer, so let's see if XRP can break out of this huge weekly consolidation later this year. The next interesting altcoin I want to have a look at is Thorchain RUNE. We can see that Thorchain RUNE was inside of this falling wedge formation which broke out bullish, and we are seeing a huge bullish retest. And as I'm always saying, you have to wait for a confirmation of the breakout, which we saw here, and then we have to wait for a retest of the previous resistance to turn it into support, and that's exactly what RUNE was doing. So from this retest of this previous resistance to turn it into support, you could have entered the market in a long for Thorchain RUNE, and we are also already up for 53% already, so this is an insane trade to make. And of course, congratulations if you took this trade together with me, because you're now taking a lot of profits. And we also pumped above this huge horizontal resistance area for RUNE, so that's also beautiful to see. And now we are seeing a beautiful trend reversal for Thorchain RUNE, so we are creating a new higher high, and of course we want to see that a higher low play for RUNE also coming into play. And potentially you can maybe enter the market in the long for RUNE, and if you want to enter the market in the long for RUNE, you have to wait for this higher low play, retest of this resistance area to turn it into support, and from here you can enter the market in the long. And the falling wedge formation still has a breakout target of this huge top side of this falling wedge formation, and that will be around the $9.5. So if RUNE is going to retest this previous resistance as support and you can enter the market here, you can still potentially make a 131% increase to the breakout target. So let me know in the comments if you took this trade together on RUNE with me, and if you're going to take profit right now. Please give a like if you find this video useful, follow me on my socials, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.